In a shocking turn, Sheriff Marcos Lopez faces serious racketeering charges impacting vital cases.
On the merge site for Pride, guys. Happy Pride Month, by the way. All right. Those are posted already on not only my community page, but on the website.
Working on a response. In Osceola County, Megan Mulatto, WESH 2 News.
And we, of course, reached out to the state attorney's office for more details on the internal investigation they've requested. We have yet to hear back.
Oh, we're going to hear from them now, people. We're going to talk about how this is going to, or how it may affect. Is it going to hurt the case? I don't think it's going to hurt the case, guys. I really don't. I think it's going to help the case with fresh eyes. We need justice for Madeline Soto, and we need Jen Soto to be arrested. Thomas said, I think they tricked him into going to Lake County. Probably told it was some sheriff business. Then, bam, put him in handcuffs. You're going to see. You're going to see. Yes. Happy Pride Month, guys. Happy Pride Month. That looks so cool. Your tattoo did a cutout. It does do a cutout because it's bright green. Bright green, baby. Bright green. All right. And Sadie's mama, much love to you today. I know you're going through something almost daily, but, prayers for you. Okay. I hope you're doing better today. All right, listen up. Will sheriff's arrest hurt Maddie Soto case? Then we're going to start talking about the details and how it's intertwined and what corruption is going on. It's important to this case, all right?
We begin today with the Osceola County Sheriff arrested on racketeering charges.
It begs the question of why would he do it?
Money?
Why would a man who took an oath to uphold the Constitution and the laws of this great state break the law? And hopefully one day we will find out.
That was Belvin Perry, the former chief judge for Florida's 9th Judicial Circuit, talking about Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez. This was his booking photo, courtesy of the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Lopez arrested today, booked into the Lake County Jail on charges of racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering. There was a state investigation led by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and Homeland Security Investigations. And according to the Attorney General and the Office of Statewide Prosecution, they say it uncovered a criminal organization that
I didn't even put that up, lady, for justice, but technically this is breaking news. This happened yesterday. I knew about it the day before the bust happened, but I didn't want to share the information because I wanted all the details. And now I'm going to share all the information with you because there's a lot in this case. All right. When I go over to Fox 35, it's video after video after video after video of this guy and the charges and the corruption. All right. So it's a lot. And yes, RICO are federal freaking charges. You better bet your ass it's going to be federal charges with $26.1 million at stake and pictures of a body in your phone. And they want to know what exactly it was there for. Monique, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker to say Sade's justice is served. That was one incredible trial. Thank you for covering her, Jay. Absolutely. I know I wasn't able to cover the case, you guys, or the trial because I work during the day, all day, every day. But I do come at 4 o'clock and report on the details. So thank you guys for being here. Everyone here in Central Florida has been calling for Jen's arrest. Could a new sheriff mean we might finally see her charged? Abso-freaking-lutely, Lady Elder Snake. That's why I'm here today to talk about the concerns of the local Florida people surrounding and everybody that's been with me since day one of this case. This scumbag is facing 30 years. All right. I absolutely think he's involved in several things. Good to see you, Indy Isham. We just got started right now, so you guys have no idea what you're going to hear. Stay here with me, and you're going to know, all right? And, yeah, prior cases, so sus. You guys, so many people in Florida say they were waiting for this to happen. You're going to see him get arrested. He's going to walk in, still in his sheriff's suit, to his surprise. All right. Hashtag arrest Jen Soto. Hashtag hit that like button, guys. All right. I'll put that back up. So many of you have shown me love over at Guilty of Crime Ghost. Please continue to do that. And thank you. All right. Let's get to it.
Was operating an illegal gambling enterprise centered mainly in Lake and Osceola counties, and that investigators say generated more than $21 million in illicit proceeds. This now is Christopher Blackman. He has been named.
Now, we're talking about this right now, exactly what you're saying, Thomas. This is the new guy that's been appointed. Now, this doesn't have, it can have to do with the state, but I got to tell you, with those corrupt officers, not officers, sheriff, with them out of the way, it is going to impact this case, and I believe in a positive manner. All right. So hashtag arrest freaking Jen Soto
to fill the position of Osceola County Sheriff after Governor DeSantis today issued an executive order suspending Sheriff Lopez from that position. Blackman here is the Central Region Chief for Florida Highway Patrol, now stepping in as Osceola County Sheriff. So a lot of questions here as this story continues to develop. We also wondered, how is he going to be treated in jail? What happens now to some other Osceola County cases? And what will this case against Lopez look like moving forward? Those were questions I posed to Judge Belvin Perry, just a little bit ago when we spoke.
It was shocking because your highest ranking law enforcement officer, along with other law enforcement officers, are charged with the responsibility of upholding the law. With that, you don't expect them to break the law. It is devastating to law enforcement, and particularly devastating to the reputation of the Osceola County Sheriff's Office.
How will the sheriff be treated in jail? Will he be isolated from other inmates? Do you have any idea what that situation might be like?
He will be kept in isolation if he remains in jail.
He's going to be in isolation, guys. I wonder if he's going to be next to Stephan Sterns. Good to see you, Carrie. I've got your positive potato here for a Friday. I hope that you stay around, Carrie, because we're doing a giveaway. We're giving 2 things away today that you're not going to want to miss. A Foxy Box and a Foxy Bobble, all right? Yeah, think about that. Read that comment below and think about that.
From the rest of the inmates for his own safety.
Yeah, and we do know he was taken to Lake County and the jail there. Certainly an interesting situation, though. We want to dive in on what impact this could have on other cases, because we know there are a lot of other cases, obviously, that the sheriff's is investigating, looking into some high-profile cases, including the Maddie Soto case. What does this mean for some of those?
What will happen will be basically centered around 2 things. One, whether any of those officers are involved in this particular case, where the sheriff is involved in. The second part is that an officer's credibility will be put in jeopardy.
Thank you.
Because it is only human nature that a jury would look at this and say, well, we got this deputy testifying from the Osceola County Sheriff's Department. Should we believe him? Particularly if it's just the officer's word alone and there's no corroborating evidence to back up with that officer. So it puts each and every law enforcement officer with a taint on them, and lawyers will say, you shouldn't believe them.
This is not the first issue we have seen with Sheriff Lopez. And so I think that credibility question would be something that defense attorneys could really kind of push and lean into.
You know what's interesting, guys? They already had him on a targeted list, all right, of credibility. They were already looking into and investigating those charges of racketeering when he did that in the Madeline Soto case. And they were looking at what the heck he was doing with that picture or pictures. Edith, thank you so much for the Guilty of Crime membership. I appreciate you. And PGH for the $5 super chat. All right. Thank you. All right. I'm so curious how people from all over know about Grady. I couldn't name a sheriff in any other county, but everyone knows Grady. There's a lot of people in my chat and on my channel that are also local to Florida. All right. And this case is international, the Madeline Soto case. So I'll leave it at that.
Not only will they push and lean into it, you will see during the Verdia jury selection process, they will ask numerous questions about the believability and credibility of law enforcement officers, that they're just like anyone else. They will also ask, have you heard about the sheriff in Osceola County being arrested? And try to determine what effect, if any. And the problem is it stains the credibility of the fine men and women who wear the uniform. People now are going to look at them a little differently.
Does this hurt the Maddie Soto case and the push to try?
And I'll wait for a second. Doesn't that guy look like a cartoon? I'm sorry. I'm glad he's reporting, but he looks like a cartoon. I don't know why. It's like the Dexter cartoon or so. Anyway, my mind is just like, when I saw him, I was like, oh, I know that guy. All right. Yes. Sheriff Marcos Lopez arrested and many other in a racketeering scheme or ring. So many people